finding where's that big layer of superficial fascia. How can you create a large layer in that superficial tissue when you're working on his back? Because you opened up the front, and still joked about creating all the little holes in the back from doing all the work in the spine along the spinal groove. So you want to clean that up too. So
notice how he's using his wrist. It's a little circular movement that loosens external fascia.
And it's
a little twisting movement.
He's loose this way. If I go this way, so I'm actually going to come this way.
Doesn't make either way, but loosen external fascia.
You can go in any direction. Where's the connective tissue tightness? Where is it held up? Which way does it not want to go?
Yeah, that's it. That's the question. Which way does it not want to go?
So we're just going to come down and just drop it in one direction.
I remember I used to say one of the techniques of that was to be able to turn your wrist, because turning your wrist creates a plane. You're having layers. You're not really moving any. You're not even trying to think about moving or extra spinning on the first hour. You're just trying to get that outer layer to let go.
This whole area here, I'm actually going in on this one and kind of out on this one a little bit, because that's where it's, I'm thinking across the spine.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah.
So
the big rapid that goes
big
across.
rapid, large sheet across the spine. And these fingers are loose. So they give me a nice big broad surface to work with.
And you know why he's in this position? Because all of her work was done on the floor, and she wanted you to feel like, wow, you've been reborn, and the world was never going to be the same after that first hour. Well, the natural thing to do from here is to stand up. And so this was you're on your way to standing when you're down on the floor working, right? We didn't have the tables. But it works nicely. I mean, the logic works.
You need a second model later?
There we go. So now he's moving a lot more. There's more of a. I mean, he already had a pretty good layer there as it is, but there's little hitches in there now that they're moving different.
And if he's got chronic back pain, just getting that outer layer loose will make him pain-free for a while. Maybe it'll only half an hour, but it'll be wonderful.
Okay.
So
Which way now?
I'm going to jump here. Why I want to jump here is because in the 7th hour, there's some 7th hour tracking that you can do with somebody, but I can see here at the end of the table.
We're not going second hour yet?
I'm going to, but I'm jumping to the 7th hour because I want to relate the 1st hour to the 7th hour. And after your 7th hour, you have the person sitting, and they're finding their line. And it's the first chance, but I just said it's the first chance to really get the traps and their head on in this hour, after the 7th hour.
I want you to go all the way through 7.
It's the same, what?
I want you to go all the way through 7.
I'm going to jump back to 2 after this, and then cover 7. But I just wanted to say that you can do the same kind of thing with the superficial fascia in this position after the 7th hour.
That's true.
In this sitting position. That's all I really want to say about it. And relate that to
That's
that.
what makes it all fit on after 7. That same kind of movement that he's talking about. Where you're getting cake to come together.
Getting what to come together? Cake. Cake.
You know, really that's what it is.
So,
The whole second hour is the whole key to back work in Rolf. If you ask either, second hour work is back work, and second hour work is what gets rid of whiplash, and second hour work is the reason we do better back work than anybody else, according to my teacher. And it's true, we can do things that nobody else seems to be able to do. And it all comes from mastering second hour back work. So whatever you do, get good at doing back work on that second hour. It's a matter of bringing everything. Go through.
it's the absolute basis of all the tracking in the later hours as well. You can gain the most length in the spine from the second hour tracking. So So first you want to observe where it's going wide, just with him in the sitting position, so there's stuff going wide over here, correct?
Right on the left up below,
Doing the left.
and on the right up below.
So you're going to watch that in movement, because how well does that lengthen? So you can curl all the way forward.
Yeah, how
So
far
the
down
arm's
his back do you see the back lengthen? And it goes right to about where his hand goes and it stops.
So we really went wide there. Here.
Yeah.
And you watch also the twist. So it's not only the outside that you can work with in the second hour, but you can also work along the spinal groove.
Yes.
And so find your feet, come up. So when you're working I like to start out with, just with the head. I like to incrementally just do the head forward.
This is the way I start, way up at the top. Just forward, bending at the cervical.
Back up. So even just one side at a time, you can get onto that area, which basically, right, this is a continuation of the nuchal ligament all the way down. It should be one name, really.
Should be.
And we can see that Barry's nuchal ligament is tied up. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this space in here and this crunch in here. So I'm going to start right in this area right in here.
You're definitely moving things narrow, and yet the way we get back wide and the way we get vertebra loose is by pushing right into the spine.
Yep. And I can feel the tissue wanting to go wide as I'm here. And find your feet and come back up.
And it's important that you get in there while they're up vertical, because if you do it after they've already gone over, then it's already widened. So you have to get in there before you have them move. Yeah, everybody in the room needs that. He's doing it right now.
And so, everyone wants to get this little hump out, the Dauerweiler's hump, right? And what's going on there is because of the shortness down here. Because the tissue has gone wide here, of course it has to do with the cervical ribs and the ribs in the front, pulling that down and getting C7, T1, and T2 to expand and open up more. Just going in this area and trying to hammer away at this tissue is not going to change this.
You gotta get them to move.
Opening up the spinal process below and then opening up the nuchal ligament above is going to change this, because he needs to extend out of this. This needs to actually shorten, right? So it's the front that needs to be lifted up more to change this. You notice I'm supporting him on the front here, because I don't want him to go too far forward.
Yeah, it's not how tight you curl, it's how much you extend. It's not the tightness of the curl, it has very little to do with it. There's one long arc that extends out like a big boom.
Now go ahead and bend forward. Just with that,
Yeah, see how
you
much
can see
better
how
it
it lengthens more here
is than over there,
than over here.
all the way down.
You can see the angle of the tissue get pulled, whereas this gets long.
Nothing should have to thicken or widen for an extension, It just should get longer. Shouldn't have to move lateral or thicken, either one.
I'm right, Tom. I'm right next to his spine.
Tissue balance the one.
Mhm. So come out here a little bit wider.
Even though the technique is very simple, this is the one thing that will get people out of whiplash problem. And you can do it better than anybody else, because osteopaths don't exist anymore. If they did, they'd be doing running circles around us probably.
Well, most of the osteopaths that, well, at least in Santa Barbara, are the ones that I've met, are all doing cranial work.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah.
all light touch.
Yeah.
Cranial work.
It's all 16 ounces of pressure.
If you notice there, what just happened, I lost it. I slipped over the area that I was holding wide, and so I had him come back up. I didn't have him keep going. So I want to stay on that tissue that's wide. As soon as I lose it, I stop right there and come back until we reach a point. I might lose it again on this one. Yeah, lost it again, come back up. But I'm reaching the point each time. We'll get a little bit further.
So osteopaths that are trained in Europe or Canada are still doing.
If they're trained in Europe and are trained in osteopathic manipulation,
We didn't lose it that
they're
time.
probably a good deal better than any of us. But at the moment, we're
Now it's a
it.
little bit lower.
I'm really liking the osteopathic I'm getting in England.
Oh, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Much different,
Yeah.
much different. But that does not exist in our country, so unfortunately, we're the best we got, and we're not that good. So get better.
So we lost it a few times, but each time he went a little bit further before I lost it. And so we got to a point, like it was 3 or 4 times where he felt it lengthen, I felt it lengthen. Each time he got a little bit further down.
Another nice thing about second hour is it's the second hour as they are when you learn tracking, right? Not only with the legs, but this is tracking too, is it not? I mean, put it where you think it belongs and get it to move. That's tracking. That happens in the second hour. We do it with the knees. We say the second hour is the first hour we do tracking. Well, the whole second hour practically is tracking. Certainly the back work is.
I also want to say too, is that you don't always have to go down.
Yeah, that's true.
It is that sometimes actually going up,
Depends on, yeah.
like right in here.
You don't end up going up. That shouldn't be your last move.
No. But, go ahead, go forward.
In order to release.
So I'm gonna come up, and then medial,
And then you can put it back together.
and then go a little bit further. Each time coming up and finding your feet, right? So that's really important too. Each time that he comes up, he's pushing into his feet.
Yeah.
So that way he's engaging from really low in his pelvic floor and his sacrum and his pelvis, and not hinging. Because each time that someone comes up and they don't push into their feet, they're going to find their points of hinging in their spine and go short in that area. And
I
then
think
you lose
it's
some
one
length.
reason why the second hour is the way it is. They've got feet. They should be using their feet to sit up with.
So we can continue that rest down the back. So
When you use the feet, do you emphasize the heel or is it midfoot?
I didn't say feet.
Sit the whole foot.
Push up, push up with your legs. Don't use your shoulders and back.
start with your head.
You get the top of
Looking
the
pretty
head.
good at the top here.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the head is you go on the first hour. Everybody should know where the top of their head is after 1. Everybody should know where the bottom of their feet are after 2. And that's what you're using as you do.
So I'm holding this
You get the
twist.
top of the head and your feet to get to what's in between. Not doing himself any harm at all, but my teacher here should have said, don't ever get your knees that wide apart.
And fine, turn back up.
Not any good work.
Well, I didn't think I was going that
No,
wide.
you you were symmetrical, and I was watching you were moving all the way to your tailbone. There's nothing, you weren't hurting yourself at all.
Are you
Could
holding,
have.
I usually do the second hour on a bench,
Yeah, me
you
too.
know, so I can get
Me too.
behind, but
are you holding into the twist?
it was. But now, go ahead and go forward now.
Much better.
A little bit.
Mhm.
So there's still some more here. Like that. And sometimes I'll do this too. I'll just go ahead and go forward. So he goes wider here. Just so I can feel. Sometimes I see a lot better with my hands than my eyes.
In spite of the fact that I just said, anything your hands can feel, your eyes should be able to see. Anything. I'm not sure that's quite true. There are things I can see that my hands can feel.
There you go. That's it. Now I'm going to twist around. There you go.
So anything that widens when you arc forward is what you're after on the second hour. Anything that widens, you're trying to be able to
Now,
keep it more linear, so it lengthens instead of thickens or widens.
come back up. So right around the crest of the ilium, all this tissue that it'll really go wide. A lot of people go wide out here.
You can do some really nice stuff.
And back to where
The second hour is a little early for most people, but try it all the way down. You should be able to get connection all the way through.
Nice.
I mean, after all, we're going through the area that is the most stubborn of the whole structure, right? I said on the 5,000 tower, what you want to ask is, what can I do to the lumbars to make the lumbars more competent? You already know that in an area that takes a lot, used up a lot of work.
So he's still right, going right here.
Much
So
better.
I want to go right in the spinal groove a little bit, but we have other hours that we want to do here, so I can get that towards that hour as well. So let's go into some third hour tracking.
There's no other profession right now in our country that can do what you just see Isaac doing.
So third hour tracking is in a sense, there really isn't so much third hour tracking really.
Well, but it's holding things where they belong and then having it move.
And kind of having them hinge on a line. Well, I'll like to have, like, again, finding where that third hour line goes short.
Yeah.
He comes forward his third hour line here and back on it. So if I can just get him to just hang out in the spot, because you don't want to lose that length in the third hour line.
That's right. Even though he hasn't had a third hour yet, supposedly. But his logic is right. What he's saying is correct.
So I'm just hinge forward at the pelvis, So the curling can shorten that area and come back.
That's true. If they hinge and bend more in one spot than another, that's the one spot you don't want them bending. Curving every place else but there.
So it's not too far forward. So in a sense, you're preparing for the fourth hour
And
tracking.
And third hour.
Well, you're in the third hour, but you're preparing them, and
Yeah.
again,
You are.
essentially, teaching them that hinge. Getting them to learn that hinge, that proper hinge at the pelvis when they shift forward and keeping their line as they shift forward. You follow that third hour line up into here.
Second hour backward was always done on the bench. But you could be 8 feet tall and the bench wouldn't be any higher than that. She likes the floor a lot. The footwork part of the second hour, I just suggested using a love seat or sitting him up against She used a little sofa in her studio. She'd sit on one end of the sofa and have her leg in her lap, and she'd work with the foot and the leg, and she could move it. She could feel the lumbars against the back of the sofa, and then she'd turn around and go the other way. She said they don't have sitting bones anyway, so they don't have them to even sit on them. So she used it. But that's a much more humane way to do a second hour than the way we do it, where you're laying down and it feels like you're chopping your leg off, and you want to see if there's blood, and you can't see anything. You know, at least if you're facing them, they're sitting against the wall and you're working. But that's a much more humane way to communicate with your client, or the little love seat, than the way we do it. So you might think about that.
It's a different experience. I've done that with second hour, and it's a completely different experience.
A whole different thing.
So fourth hour tracking, we want to get them. We want to get them.
By the way, yeah, we skipped third hour because according to guided, there's no official third hour back work. No bench work on the third hour officially. However, you can do anything you feel you need to do.
It's also how sophisticated that person is in their body too.
A whole bit on fourth hour is how to get those sitting bones so that
You tend to
the
bring
weight comes down when they go on, and so that they both feel the same size.
Before. Oh, there you go. Let this sit on, right sit on, come back towards me a little bit. Good. Not a little too much. Right there. Okay. Now, I want these sit bones to come back towards me, but keep your line in your body. Yep. Put your arms hanging up.
I have never sat at my desk since the day I met Ida on a chair that has a back. I use both of my main computers. I have this bench. For 40 years, I've never used the back on. I always use my sitting bone.
Bring that left side back and twist it right.
Never had
So
a chair with the back.
try to get the left knee to go more forward instead of twisting that. Yeah, that's it. Good. Forward.
Someone has an aching back, starts sitting, laying on it when they do in the car. People that drive all the time are really hard.
So the fourth hour tracking is getting them to feel weight evenly on both sit bones, getting that hinge to go forward, getting them to hinge at the pelvis, getting them to hinge right here. So you can also come forward and ask them to hinge, so keep that hinge, that same thing. You're feeling for the sit bones coming back. You're feeling, you should be able to put your hands here on their knees and feel both their knees come towards you if they're hinging properly.
Yeah, and they shouldn't widen, they shouldn't roll out. You should just come straight forward, femur comes straight forward. Muscles shouldn't fall out.
And it's interesting too because this leg gets wobbly. He's trying to pull out slightly with this leg. So this is where you can get in as well into the fourth hour line and create a fourth hour line with the movement. A little bit more. Not reaching from that from your back. Reaching from your But as the issue tuberosity goes, what's happening is the issue tuberosity is going that way,
Should be coming back.
and his knee is coming towards me.
See, this is a possibility. You got the sitting bone coming back and the knee going forward at the same time. It only can happen if you've got fascial planes that stretch.
So I'm not pushing the tissue back in. I'm actually holding it at an angle that is down at this angle, so I can hold the tissue in a more organized place while he lengthens it, while he pushes through it. He pushes through it. So now I'll just check again. Now he's not shaking in that way. The right one's not.
Fine.
That's a little bit more here.
which things will not get better, they will only get shorter. And time is one of those factors. So no matter how good you think you are, how much good you're doing, don't let it run more than an hour and a quarter or so. People can't handle that. But
Okay, so fifth hour. So rectus psoas balance. We want, Rolf talked about when someone curls forward, we want what to happen? We want the psoas to drop back, right? The psoas should lengthen and drop back. But what tends to happen with people is they'll twist of some kind. One psoas will come forward, and then you'll get that twist in the spine, or both will come forward, or
this is
they
fifth hour backwards.
they don't get the lumbars dropping back. Have you ever seen somebody bend over and they still have like a lumbar curve in the low back as they bend over? That's the psoas not dropping back. It's not working in proper response with the rectus.
Lumbar.
It's pulling it on our forward still.
Yep, absolutely.
Back work officially on the fifth hour is from the front.
So don't lose your line. Don't lose your line there. So I'm just gonna listen now from the front here and see what I see and what I hear with my hands. Okay, hinge at the hips though.
Okay.
He's going to try to keep him from shortening where he shorts when he goes over. And that place to go short, there, the back is having to lengthen out of there. And he's looking for what goes short when you flex forward. Nothing should go short. You should just get long.
He goes a lot shorter on his right side, see it right there. I go back. Good. So I'm starting low, right? I'm starting low on the lumbar spine. I'm gonna work my way up to where the psoas and the diaphragm connect.
They're digging on that curve.
Feels great.
And I'm kind of lifting up here in the front, so he's gonna have to bring this rib cage over me. Come up on the sit bones, up on your
It's
sit
not
bones.
just another going in there.
So watch out for
trying to
this.
touch the psoas like some people.
So find your sit bones. Come up to the front of your sit bones like when you get on the fourth hour. Tracking. There you go. Come up, 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 up. There you go. Over, over,
Touching the psoas might not do you any good at all.
over.
You're looking at function, what
Reaching the
short,
sit bones. That's it.
what short.
That's it.
Yeah, taking a nice twist out of his spine, that's really nice.
And then back. So they don't have to come really far forward to get that response.
Yeah.
So this area right here, you still needs to have a little bit of length in here. So you can bring your hand here, you can bring it back to the palm. And now come forward again. Find your sit bones, find the top of your head. Come back. So you're hinging forward there a little too much. So you're coming up like this. I just want you to find your line and push through the top of your head. I'm going to hold this up, back.
You come over it.
So come over this hand.
There you go.
That's it. More. There you go.
Hard placement, isn't it?
Mhm. And then back. And tell them how much pressure I'm putting.
Not a lot.
Hard,
Hardly any, right?
hardly in.
When you're
Feels
working
like
with
you're holding.
somebody in space, you've got to be delicate. Otherwise you take the control of their movement away from them.
So I'm not digging real deep at all. I'm not really digging. I'm just holding. I'm helping him find that area by holding the tissue again where it belongs, and then asking for him to find his line and then move around it,
Mhm.
or move through it, I should say.
And that's what I feel.
Okay.
Feels like you're holding me more in a direction up, and I'm trying to move around it.
And you said it when you were going forward. I don't know that place. I don't know how. I've never found that place.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I want. That's my intention, is to get you to a place that you don't know of, and then you get you familiar with it.
Mhm.
That's the point of tracking, so they can move through it, like Emmett was talking about earlier. Only they can change themselves. They can only, the change can only come from the internal aspect of their being.
That's the whole point of rolfing.
Exactly. All right, so 6 hour, go ahead and go all the way forward.
You're in the 6 hour now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
How are we doing on time?
Well, that's fine. I think, stop at 7. We'll do the rest, well, I don't know. How long is it gonna take?
Yeah,
The seventh session.
Seventh section.
Oh. I was like, wait a minute. All day. All day. Yeah, so 6 hour, we're trying to birth their sacrum, right? So we want the length from the LDH all the way into the sacrum, because you create that floating sacrum, hopefully, in your in the work on the table. And now we want to keep that by getting this to lengthen. We want the backside of the core. We just worked from the front in the 5th hour, so we want the backside of the core. So
The interesting thing is that when it doesn't show it really, but this line, on the side, this line runs all the way down, And when you're doing that in advanced series, when you're doing the C session, you can feel that. It goes all the way down. It doesn't just stop because the sacrum's there.
yeah, the spinal groove goes all the way down to the
All
coccyx.
the way down the coccyx.
So we want to create this proper length in here. So it's also, you wanted him to find that psoas position of the psoas dropping back. So if the psoas is dropping back, then you're getting that C curve in the spine that Emmett was just talking about. And that's in the advanced sessions. But you want a precursor to that, and this is a great position for it. So getting him to feel, maybe even just bringing his belly button towards his spine a little bit, is going to help lengthen this area and help the psoas drop back slightly. It's not like you don't want to really sucking it in. Maybe just as a minor engagement for
There's no
them.
sucking in at all.
It's just getting this to lengthen more. So I'll come in this position right along the spinal groove. So find the bottom of your right foot there. Just a little bit.
Sometimes when I get a real change doing this, I'll have him come from the opposite knee, and you can turn the whole lumbar system.
So you're just going to push into me just a little bit, and that helps. That helps that same type of feeling of the navel dropping back and that the psoas dropping back along the spine. Let your head drop out. There you go. A little bit more with the right foot, move around the right knee. Excellent. Really right in the spinal groove. Right spot right there. On your right foot again, a little bit more.
See, I was always concerned that we're gonna take that vertebra that's the most anterior and push it. That's the reason we couldn't do back bend. You can put all kinds of pressure in this position, and even if you've got a very weak vertebra in there, you're probably not gonna make it go more anterior.
Yeah, it's very safe. Now look at the side of the spine. Okay, slowly come up. I like to give him a break.
That place you just went across, that's it. Right, I feel that place every day, it's so tight.
And like Emma was saying, if we had him do some kind of back bend, that's exactly where he would go short. He would try to hinge in that area because he can, but he has a hard time extending through here. So it's got to go somewhere else, and it's going to go to that anterior vertebra.
It shouldn't go first.
So just come back up. Come back up. This is the spot. Watch this spot, right towards the end.
That's the truth.
Watch it wink at you, right?
It's much better
Right,
now than it was. It was really twisted. It's already.
right at the end. You didn't do it so bad that time.
working very good when he was in chiropractic college.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I'm just guiding, because sometimes people, you'll see him will lean way over, and he has a tendency while I'm on this side to do that. So I'm just gonna guide just a little bit with my right hand. Now find that left foot as he comes into this space. Left foot a little bit more.
So what,
You can also have him breathe into this position, breathe into me back here. I can feel it lengthening from the front of his spine, the front of his lumbars are opening up. There we go. There we go. Find your feet, slowly come up.
very nice. Big change. You raised your hand just in time. Volunteer just in time.
Okay. So 7th hour. So find your line a little bit more right about there. So 7th hour can be as simple as finding that vertebra that and the neck is the most forward. And just right at the top of the head. So this finger and this finger here, you want to come into. Find your sit bones. Push your sit bones into this finger. There you go. So you're going down into the sit bone and you're going to the top of your head at the same time. And this should come back. So once you keep that position, while I come back behind you, and like I said earlier, you can just, if it's still tied up a little bit superficially, you can just come in and find that superficial tightness and work with it, just like in that first hour. And then work a little bit deeper. Keep that position. Turn your head slightly to the right.
And getting all those ropes to flatten out, would be little fascial plane, which is the whole trick.
And I don't want him to turn all the way because then that would cause too much stress into the neck and the head. So what I want here is I want him to identify the front of his neck and the back of his neck. Again, so I'm on a 3rd hour line. I'm on the 4th hour and the 3rd hour line. I'm on the y-axis. So he needs to know that y-axis to be able to put his head on.
That third hour, that plane he's talking about, 3rd hour, 4th hour plane, I think is right as good as discovered. And it's the essence of our whole recipe, literally. Taking the front away from the back, back away from the front.
Did you know that to actually lengthen the scalings, you need to turn towards?
Yeah, it does.
The scalings don't lengthen when you turn away.
No.
They contract. So if you want the scalings to lengthen, you need to be on the side that they're turning
You turn right
towards.
into the cylinders that they belong to.
Now we have the shoulders sitting differently on this side than on the other side. So the pressure there, is it pinpointed or is it more broad?
It just feels even. I don't know how to describe it. It's a low pinpointed and it's broad. Because I can feel how it connects broad. 100% sharp.
Not pokey.
No.
I think ultimately, all the work that we do down on the bed is so that we can work with people like this in the gravity field. Once you're able to get a body where the fascial body is alive enough, as Barry said, to work in the gravity field, you're much better off working seated like this than you are down on the bed. Because you're putting more things together, you're fitting him into the field he lives in. You're not treating him like he's separate from it.
So, what I'm watching there is the first time he turned, he went back like this a little bit. We don't want him to lose that length in there.
After your deep muscles, you turn toward the deep muscles. If you're after superficial ones, turn away from them. Stretch.
Yep. So if I do any turning like this, I always like to return back and get him to hinge forward straight again. So I want him to get back onto that symmetric line.
Well, anytime you work on the sides, this is not on any neck work. Anytime you work out here on the sides and you get a big chin, you better go back into the center again. Because the center is what counts. I don't care how much change you get out here. If you're not going enough of the center on the back of your head, you're in trouble. So, especially if you get a change on the side, go back and put the center in.
And then you just do a little bit of finding the line again. That point. If they feel really off, I'm a believer that you can't do enough pelvic lifts. So, another pelvic lift. What you want to do right now? Let me go to sheet. Stand up.
That pretty much takes you through backward on the first 7 hours. And 8, 9, and 10 is more of what you've just seen, literally. You want to make sure that on your 9th hour, on the second girdle hour, when you're doing the recipe, you spend a lot of time trying to get the center. That's the one where the first one where you can pick up both girdles at the same time. It's 9.
They're so comfortable, I have a couple pair of them.
I'm just feeling the weight in his pelvis and I'm looking for Emmett.
You just got a big change there. We just got a big change just there.
I'm seeing if I can sense anything that he's doing up there. And if I can.
Starting.
He doesn't put that much weight on his left side. He does a lot more on his right, which we were observing with the tracking.
Trying to let go.
Is it getting over to the left a little better? It's starting to open over here.
What's going on?
Yeah, there it goes.
What's that structure
pelvic lift, look for these grooves right back in here. Bring your fingers along these grooves. And look for the balancing each side of the pelvis. So maybe you need to come down here.
Start up
If
in
they're,
the temple.
if they're really pulled up, their sacrum's really pulled towards the pubis, come up more in here. And more on the outside of the
Or if there's one dimple, if
outside joint.
there's a hole up in here somewhere, put your hand in the hole and then put the other hand where it has to be in order for the hole to start to fill up. And reach down for the,
And you can encourage it to go this way, you can encourage the tissue to go this way. I like to run my fingers across the spine's process here and see if the tissue is twisted up this way or is it twisted up this way. I'm not trying to pull the sacrum at all. I'm trying to get it to come from a position maybe like this to drop so it drops back. Or if the sacrum is really pushed forward, I want it to drop out. Bring my hands up here or in this position. I want it to drop out of the pelvis. Or if they're really stuck up in the LDH up here, you can get that.
once in a while, I'll pull really hard when I'm down there, but if I pull really hard, it's so that I can push. I pull it so that I can push it back.
This way.
Is this helpful?
Awesome.
He'll ask me several times, backward on each of the hours. So